Edusolus Education with Peace of Mind.
Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to our channel Edusolus, that is education with a peace of mind. In today's session, we will be discussing some previous year questions on para jumble. So yes friends, मैंने last video में आपको para jumbles के basic concepts के बारे में समझाया था, as well as I told you some tips and tricks what you can apply while solving the questions so that it will save on your time. So keeping all those basics in mind, आज हम previous year questions जो para jumble, it is a mixed bunch of banking PO exam, SSC, CGL, CHL. So मैंने सारे एग्जाम्स के यहाँ पे कंबाइन करके para jumbles questions यहाँ पे डिजाइन किए हैं so that you will be able to solve it depending upon the complexity level. So definitely when you talk about banking PO exams, the complexity of para jumbles is quite high as compared to the SSC, CGL or CHL exams. So we are going to start with the easy to moderate level and then we will solve for the main PO exam questions. So this way, this is how we will be conducting today's session. So as always, remember we are going to solve previous year questions. So look at the questions. I want you guys to solve with me. तो आप मेरे साथ solve कीजिए. You know, look at the questions, pause the video, solve it, and then come back to check the solution. So this way, it will help you understand and it will give you enough time also to practice. Okay, so without any further delay, friends, let's get started with today's video. So these are the questions from the SSC CGL exam from the year 2018-19. So number one, only natural dyes are used in kalamkari and it involves several steps. There are two distinctive styles of kalamkari in India. They are the Sri Kalahasti style and the Machilipatnam style. Kalamkari is a type of hand-painted or block-painted cotton textile produced in the Indian states of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So the very first thing is read the whole thing. पूरे आप passage को अच्छे से पढ़ लेंगे. 4 sentences दिए हैं उनको अच्छे से आप पढ़ लेंगे and उसका एक central idea क्या है, एक theme क्या है उस particular passage का, वो आप समझ के लेंगे. So after reading the whole thing, I've came to know that it is something related to block printing or hand printing cloth, especially the tradition of kalamkari. So kalamkari is a type of hand painted or block printed cotton textile. Okay, so kalamkari basically the kalamkari sari is also quite famous. So it belongs to the state of Andhra and Telangana. So this is what, so it's an overall description about the art form and how it is used and what are the different styles to it. So now I have to put this in a proper sequence so that it will form a meaningful paragraph. Okay, now always remember to start with the introductory statement. So यहाँ पे जो introductory statement है, kalamkari is a type of hand painted or block printed cotton textile. So ये जो statement है, which is the statement D, it is giving me an idea कि ये passage किस बारे में है, किस बारे में यहाँ पे बात हो रही है. So basically the noun is introduced here, a proper noun, kalamkari. Okay, the noun is introduced here. So whichever proper noun or any form of noun, when it is introduced in a statement, that becomes as your introductory statement. So from this we can conclude that statement D जो है वो हमारा first statement है. Now after concluding, after identifying the first statement, अभी हम options देखते हैं. So the options which begin with D are option number 2 and option number 4. So DABC or it could be DCBA. In whichever manner you will notice कि जो B and C है, even in option 2 and option 4, जो B और C है, it is forming a pair. That means there is something common between B and C. So let's check B and C options. So B statement है, there are two distinctive styles of kalamkari in India. They are the Sri Kalahasti style and the Machilipatnam style. So it's given very directly. दो distinctive styles है और वो कौन से styles है वो दूसरे statement में बताया गया. So that means B and C is the correct pairing. So B और C कहाँ पे mentioned है correct pair? It is mentioned in option number 2. So my correct answer here is DABC. Okay. Try solving it in this manner and I'm sure it will help you in saving a lot of time and within like few minutes not even a complete 1 minute, you will be able to solve it correctly and precisely. Okay, let's see question number 2. I will read it out for you. After that, you can pause the video. आप वीडियो को पॉज कर लीजिए, आप अपना सॉल्व कीजिए, फॉलो द स्टेप्स जैसे मैंने ये फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किया है उसी तरह से ट्राई टू सॉल्व द सेकेंड वन. पॉज इट, take your own sweet time, get to the right answer and then come back to see the correct solution. Okay, जैसे जैसे आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे वैसे वैसे आपका टाइमिंग भी और इम्प्रूव होते जाएगा. तो अभी के लिए you just need to practice on getting to the right answer. You don't want negative markings. So any which ways, you need to be very precise and accurate with your marking the right answer. So let's do the second question. When we can't laugh at the same joke again, why should we cry over the same problems? One day he told them a joke and everyone roared with laughter. People came to a wise man to complain about the same problems every time. When he repeated the joke twice, nobody laughed anymore. Okay. So let's see what is the central idea basically of this particular passage. तो ये एक psychological phenomena यहाँ पे एक बताया गया है कि there is a wise man and people come to him with lot of problems and they repetitively come to him with the same problems. Okay, so एक बार उसने क्या किया, he just said a joke, okay, and people had a great laugh. Okay, they understood the joke and they laughed about it. But वही joke जब उसने वापस से दूसरी बार repeat किया, that time maybe people didn't feel like laughing because they already knew about it. So, and the conclusion what he is telling from this particular exercise is that he's saying ki when we can't laugh at the same joke again, then why should we cry over the same problems? This is only the solution where about the mankind. If we the problems keep on repeating, you can't cry over every problem. So this is what the whole central theme of the passage is. Now we need to put it in a correct sequence so that it appears to be a meaningful passage. So let's start with the particular noun. Again वही steps को हम follow करेंगे. Let's check for the nouns in the sentence. So जो noun है, so statement A में when we can't laugh at the same joke again. So definitely statement A के साथ sentence शुरू नहीं हो सकता. It's not an introductory statement. Let's check for B. One day he told them. तो अभी ये he किसको refer किया है we don't know. It's directly a pronoun. तो pronoun हमेशा किसी noun को refer करता है. So until and unless we don't spot the noun in the sentence, we will not know which is the introductory statement. Let's check for statement 3. People came to a wise man to complain about the same problems every time. And the fourth statement is when he repeated the joke. So अभी हमें समझ में आ गया है कि जो he pronoun use किया है वो किस चीज को refer कर रहा है या वो किसको refer कर रहा है. It is referring to a wise man. That means जो हमारा statement C है, that is going to be our introductory statement. It is going to be the very first opening statement of our passage. So now let's check the option. तो C से कौन सा option start है? It's option 4. Option 4 is C, B, D, A. तो इसके बाद तो आपको और कुछ चेक करने का जरूरत ही नहीं है because directly you're given there's only option 4 which starts with statement C and this is your correct answer. Okay, so अगर आपको वापस से एक बार डबल कंफर्म करना है whether it's right or wrong, you can still go ahead and check for the pair. So let's see आगे क्या है. आगे का सीक्वेंस देखते हैं. People came to a wise man to complain. तो ये हो गया हमारा introductory part. After that comes the statement B. So when people came to him with problems, the solution what he offered, that is written in statement B. One day he told them a joke and everyone roared with laughter. Roared with laughter means everyone was laughing like it was a hilarious joke. So next statement after that, after statement B will be when he repeated the joke twice. तो अभी मेरे पास एक linking word मुझे मिल गया है which is joke. Okay, so statement B and statement D has the word joke, जिससे मुझे समझ में आता है कि B and D are linked with each other. So definitely statement B के बाद statement D आएगा. That is when he repeated the joke, nobody laughed anymore. And finally जो हमारा last का concluding statement है, which is the advice which he gave to people over the problems, is that you don't have to cry over the problems. Again, when you can't laugh over the same joke, then why to cry over the same problems? Okay, so this is how you're going to solve the para jumbles. Remember, you have to first read the whole thing. Secondly, you have to identify the introductory statement. Third thing, you have to check for the options. If you can eliminate, do that. And finally, check for the pairings. So आप यही sequence को आप follow कर सकते हो, and at the end, when you're very good at it, you will definitely be able to solve it in very, very less time. Now, let's check for the answers. There you go. Okay, so the answer marked in yellow, those are the correct answers. So option 2 for the first question and option 4 for the second question. Now, let's see more of these questions. Question number 3. The first of these states that the only way to have a friend is to be one. Like all relationships, it is also governed by some well-defined principles. Friendship is one of the most coveted relationships on earth. Thus, one must be reliable as a friend to expect reliability in others. So when I read the passage, it is something about friendship and what it is, how this particular relation is very, very important in a person's life. To have a friend, okay, to have a reliable friend. Reliable friend मतलब जिसको आप you can trust them with your secrets, जिसको आप trust कर सकते हो, जिसको आप अपनी सारी चीजें share कर सकते हो. So a reliable friend. So this is what the overall theme of the passage is about. Now you have to put it in the correct sequence. Let's check for the noun. So the noun, what I can spot from statement A, B, C, D is the first introductory statement is given in statement C, that friendship is one of the most coveted relationships on earth. Coveted relation matlab the very treasured relationship. Okay, the most important, one of the important relationships on earth. Okay, after your family, after your blood relatives, I think friendship is one of the most important relationship on earth. So C is your introductory statement. Now after C, then let's check for the options. You have option 2 and option 4 which begins with the C statement. Okay, अभी ऐसे टाइम पे आपको क्या करना है, अभी आपको पेयरिंग्स चेक करना है, ठीक है, बिकॉज एलिमिनेशन आप यहाँ पे नहीं कर सकते. एलिमिनेशन डेफिनेटली किया है, 1 और 3 ऑप्शन को आपने एलिमिनेट कर दिया है. सेकेंड एंड फोर्थ के बीच में अभी आपको चूज करना है विच इज द करेक्ट वन. ओके, सो नाउ व्हाट यू शुड डू इज यू शुड चेक फॉर द पेयर. तो अभी पेयर के हिसाब से डेफिनेटली जो कॉमन पेयरिंग मुझे दिख रहा है फ्रॉम द ऑप्शंस इटसेल्फ इज दैट बी एंड ए दे फॉर्म अ पेयर. Okay, that means like all relationships, it is also governed by some well-defined principles. The first of these states that the only way to have a friend is to be one. Okay, so it's very directly mentioned here, very easily mentioned कि there are certain principles जिसके ऊपर friendship build होता है या जिसके ऊपर you make a reliable friend. So वो जो principle है वो define किया है in statement A. That's why जो स्टेटमेंट बी है एंड स्टेटमेंट ए है, दे आर फॉर्मिंग अ पेयर. ओके, नाउ द पॉइंट इज you must be correctly aware of which the positioning of B and A. Either it is going to be after C or it is going to be at the end. Okay, so this you have to figure out. Let's check statement D. Thus, one must be reliable as a friend to expect reliability in others. So the most important thing is जो concluding statement होता है उसमें हमेशा words जैसे कि thus, hence, therefore, in conclusion with, as a result. So ये जो ऐसे words है या phrases है ये आपको देखने हैं. So if you get such words and phrases, it is your hint that it can be a probable कंक्लूडिंग स्टेटमेंट. तो यहाँ पे जो कंक्लूडिंग स्टेटमेंट है, तो जो वर्ड है जिससे मुझे पता चल रहा है कि ये कंक्लूजन हो सकता है. सो thus one must be reliable as a friend to expect reliability on others. That means पहले खुद एक reliable friend होना चाहिए and then you can expect others to be reliable with you. Okay, so according to our arrangement, option number 2 is the correct one, C, B, A, D. Okay, now let's check for the next question. Once the formalities are done, you can start using your account and save time and money. Opening a bank account can seem intimidating. Getting your account open is just a matter of providing certain details and funding your account. Fortunately, most banks follow a standardized process. Okay, so again, follow the entire central theme of the passage. आपको क्या समझ में आ रहा है इसमें से? That it is something about bank and opening a bank account. Okay, so here the very first thing is कि आपको noun identify करना है, opening statement identify करना है. So the opening statement here is B. Okay, why? Opening a bank account can seem intimidating. Intimidating means some people might be afraid of opening a bank account कि क्या documents लगेंगे, कैसा procedure होगा, क्या standard processes है, हर एक बैंक का कैसे होता है. So some people might be very afraid. Some people might not know how to fill the forms and all. So opening a bank account can seem intimidating. You need a lot of documentations to be done. So the first opening statement itself says कि opening a bank account can seem intimidating. Okay, intimidating का मतलब है थोड़ा सा fearful, थोड़ा डर लगना. That is to intimidate. Now, so opening statement is B. So now let's check B के options कौन से हैं. Option 1 and option 2 are the two options which start with statement B. Okay. Now after that let's check for the pairing. तो मुझे 1 और 2 में से जो pair दिख रहा है that is pairing D and C. Okay, so D and C is a common pairing. Let's read for D and C. Fortunately, most banks follow a standardized process. Getting your account opened is just a matter of providing certain details and funding your account. Okay, so it is, I think it is properly given in a sequence कि पहले बैंक ओपन करना, अकाउंट ओपन करना इज लिटिल इंटिमिडेटिंग, थोड़ा बहुत डर लगता है कि कैसे प्रोसेस होगा, क्या होगा. उसके बाद उन्होंने एक कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी स्टेटमेंट दिया है कि ठीक है, इवन दो सम पीपल फाइंड इट रियली इंटिमिडेटिंग और लिटिल दे आर अफ्रेड ऑफ इट, बट फॉर्चुनेटली मोस्ट बैंक्स फॉलो अ स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड प्रोसेस. मतलब हर एक बैंक एक स्टेप बाय स्टेप प्रोसेस है उनके पास through which they will help you or they can guide you to open your account in a respective bank. Okay, so I think after statement B, statement D will be the correct one because यहाँ पे एक तरह का contradiction दिया हुआ है कि पहले statement में बताया कि people are fearful about it, they get intimidated, but they are the good side which they have mentioned, the contrast which they have mentioned is कि fortunately banks have a good standardized procedure for this. So I think after statement B we have D, so that is given in option number 1, and then C and A are forming a pair. How? That C statement is saying that you just have to provide certain details, and in A statement once the formalities are done you can start your account and save on your time and money. Okay, so it is quite an easy passage here. किस तरह से बैंक अकाउंट ओपन करना है. पहले लोगों को डर लगता है, बट स्टिल बैंक्स डू हैव देयर प्रोसीजर with which they can help you, guide you, take your details, and finally you can save on your time and your money both. Okay, so the correct sequence here goes like B, D, C, A. Let's check if that's correct. Let's check for both these questions. Yes. So for question number 3, the correct answer is C, B, A, D. And for question number 4, the correct option is option 1, which is B, D, C, A. Okay, so friends, I hope you were able to solve these 4 questions. And it's okay if you're taking more time, if you're taking less time, whatever it is, try to first focus on getting the right answer. Improve on your accuracy of marking the right answers, and then you can work out on your time. All right. Now let's get a little one step ahead and increase the complexity levels. The next question is where you have 6 statements. You're given 6 sentences and you have to rearrange them. Okay, so without do not be in a haste. I always tell my students, do not be in a hurry, do not be in a haste कि फटाफट सॉल्व करना है, टाइम कम है. This doesn't work in para jumbles. आपको एक certain step या certain tips को follow करना ही पड़ेगा to get to the right answer. Okay, so let's read it first and then go back to the question. Okay, statement A. When these Millennium Development Goals were first formulated in 1990, 53.5% of all Indian children were malnourished. Option B, statement B is, this would still be below the target of reducing malnourishment to 28.6%. Statement C says, India has been moderately successful in reducing poverty. Statement D, since then progress has been slow. Statement E, today it is estimated that malnourishment could decline to 40% by the end of 2015. And statement F is, however, eradicating hunger along with malnourishment still remains a key challenge according to the Millennium Development Goals. Okay, that means now let's understand first the central theme. अभी ऐसे passages में क्या होता है, where you're given lot of statistics, lot of numbers, okay, percentage दिया है, year दिया है, you know, there is something to do with percentage statistics and over the years कितना development हुआ है, कितना नहीं हुआ है. So all of these things have been mentioned, but the basic theme of this particular passage is it is about the poverty in India, how it is not very drastically reduced but moderately reduced. Also, malnourishment is one of the most important things which has maybe not been that much addressed well. इसलिए जो पॉवर्टी लाइन है या जो पॉवर्टी का रिडक्शन होना चाहिए वो इतना अच्छे से नहीं हुआ है ओवर द इयर्स आफ्टर द इंडिपेंडेंस. सो लेट्स सी and try and put this in a proper sequence so that it appears to be a meaningful passage. All right, so like I said, always start by looking out for the nouns. So while reading A, B, C, D, E, F, the 6 statements, I came to know that statement C is the introductory statement. Why? Because when these millennial developments, so these किसको exactly बता रहा है? These is pointing out to what? We don't know. So A cannot be opening line. This would still be. So this is again, pointing out to something, demonstrating something. We don't know what it is referring to. So B statement भी नहीं आएगा. Let's take first statement D. Since then, since when? Again वो mention नहीं किया है तो ये भी introductory statement नहीं हो सकता है. Today it is estimated that malnourishment could decline to 40%. Again, it is not very elaborately mentioned. Directly you can't talk about malnourishment. उसके पहले कुछ एक opening line definitely उसके बारे में होना चाहिए. However, so introductory statement cannot start with the word however. So the conclusion is statement C is the introductory statement. I hope you guys are following this. Remember these tips. Look out for the nouns, look out for the articles. Okay, ऐसे सारे जो words आते हैं, since, however, when, why, these, that, this, ये जितने भी words हैं, you cannot begin a sentence with this, or rather you cannot begin your introductory statement with this. So keep these pointers in mind. Okay, now we are going to move to the questions. Now pay very close attention. Okay. Now, which of the following should be the 4th sentence after rearrangement? Now, what I want you guys to do is pause the video and try to go back to the question, try to solve it and see if you are able to rearrange the sentences properly. Okay, and then we will go back to the answer. So, there are in total 5 questions. So, आपको statement 4th, statement 3rd, statement 2nd, फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट एंड द लास्ट स्टेटमेंट, तो इसको आपको रीअरेंज करना है. ओके, सो बेसिकली आप अभी क्वेश्चंस पे ध्यान मत दो. व्हाट यू जस्ट ट्राई टू डू इज ट्राई टू रीअरेंज इट. ओके, ट्राई टू फॉर्म अ लिंक बिटवीन इट. जैसे मैंने आपको अभी स्टेप्स बताए थे, ट्राई टू फॉर्म अ लिंक, फाइंड द पेयर्स, फाइंड द लिंकिंग वर्ड. जो ट्रांजिशन वर्ड्स कौन से है वो आप देखिए सेंटेंसेस में एंड मेक इट इनटू अ मीनिंगफुल passage. Okay, now we are going to check the solutions. Okay, now let's check the solution for this. Which of the following should be the 4th sentence after rearrangement? So here the correct statement, the fourth sentence after rearrangement is statement D. Okay. Next है, which of the following should be the third sentence after rearrangement? So the third sentence here is sentence A. The statement A is your third statement. Then which of the following should be the second sentence after rearrangement? The answer is F. Okay. Then coming to the first sentence. First sentence जो opening sentence है C. Okay, which was India and how it's progressed with the poverty, which has been very moderate. So this is your opening statement, the first sentence. And the last sentence, the sixth sentence is statement B. Okay, so you have seen the solution here. So first statement C, F, A, D, D के बाद E and then B. Okay, तो यहाँ पे fifth statement missing है question में, but the sequence is C, F, A, D, E, B. Okay, now let's go back and try to rearrange it in this particular sequence. C, F, A, D, E, B. So C is India has been moderately successful in reducing poverty. F है, however, eradicating hunger along with malnourishment still remains a key challenge according to the Millennium Development Goals. Okay, now पहले बोला है कि India has moderately been successful, मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि एकदम बहुत अच्छा सक्सेस रेट है इन रिड्यूसिंग पॉवर्टी, बट आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस, पोस्ट इंडिपेंडेंस थोड़ा मतलब काफी हद तक कवर किया है, बट स्टिल इट नीड्स टू वर्क अ लॉट in the right direction to reduce poverty. So moderate success मिला है, not like a very good excellent success, but still average एक success rate है to reduce poverty and still can be done much better. So C is the opening line. Then F, however, eradicating hunger along with malnourishment. That means ये जो दो problems है, which is hunger, eradicating that hunger, and malnourishment, especially in children which are malnourished. तो ये जो दोनों issues है, ये अभी भी एक challenge है. It is still a great challenge according to the Millennium Development Goals. So according to them. तो अभी ये जो word है Millennium Development Goals, this is my linking word to get to the next statement. तो ये word कहाँ repeat हो रहा है? It is repeated in statement A, which is when these Millennium Development Goals were first formulated in 1990, 53.5% of all Indian children were malnourished. Okay, so basically statement F और statement A में मुझे दो linking words मिल रहे हैं. So it is both these statements about malnourishment and the Millennium Development Goals. What was that goal about? Okay, so CFA is the sequence. उसके बाद आते हैं since then, since when, since 1990. Okay, since 1990. तो since है मतलब वो किसी past को refer कर रहा है. Since is a word which will always indicate towards past tense. So since then progress has been slow. That means 1990 के बाद से the progress has been slow. So C, F, A, D के बाद आता है statement E. Today it is estimated that malnourishment could decline to 40% by the end of 2015. And the last is, this would still be low, the target of reducing malnourishment to 28.6%. मतलब इनिशियली जो टारगेट सेट किया था उससे फिर भी ये रेट कम ही है. दैट इज व्हाट इज मेंशन इन द वेरी फर्स्ट ओपनिंग लाइन कि जो प्रोग्रेस हुआ है इट इज नॉट वेरी गुड, इट इज मॉडरेट, एक एवरेज प्रोग्रेस हुआ है टू रिड्यूस पॉवर्टी, क्योंकि बाकी सारी जो चीजें हैं जैसे माल नरिशमेंट है, इरेडिकेटिंग द हंगर, ये सारी चीजें, ये सारे प्रॉब्लम्स अभी भी इश्यूज, they are very much alive, they are very much there. So coming to Millennium Development Plans, then you have mentioned the year 1990. So referring back to the year, you get the word since, and from since you can again come back to the future, that today, come back to the present, today it is estimated. So this way you can arrange the proper sequence. So the correct order is C, F, A, D, E, B. All right, let's move on to the last question for this session. Again, you are given 6 sentences, 6 statements दिए आपको और आपको इसको properly arrange करना है. So let's first read it and get a central idea of this particular passage. Statement A. While these disadvantages of biofuels are serious, they are the only alternate energy source of the future, and the sooner we find solutions to these problems, the faster we will be able to solve the problems. That means statement A, while these disadvantages, definitely it is not the opening statement. Statement B देखते हैं. This fuel can also help. Which fuel? Again, we don't know. So this can't be your introductory line. Statement 3. These include. Again, these mention किया है, मतलब ये these किसी को तो refer कर रहा है, हमें नहीं पता किस चीज को refer कर रहा है. So we need to mention it first in the introductory line. Statement D. Again, this turnaround. Statement D भी नहीं opening line है. Statement E. Biofuels are made from plant sources, and since these sources are available in abundance and can be reproduced on a massive scale, they form an energy source that is potentially unlimited. However, statement F is however. So it is very clear कि हमारा जो E statement है, that is the opening statement, that is the introductory statement. So overall, from this particular passage, you can understand that it is something associated with biofuels, how they are created, and what effect do they have on the environment, and how they benefit us instead of the problems we face which with gas or petrol which we are using. So let's check the questions. So you have to first rearrange the whole thing and you have to answer each of these questions. So which is a statement, fifth statement, third statement, first, sixth and second statement. Okay, so what you can do is you can just simply rearrange it and then give the answers one by one. Okay, now let's quickly check for the solution here. Which of the statements should be the fifth? Let's start with the first. The first statement is E, जिसमें biofuels के बारे में introduction दिया है. एक they have introduced about biofuels in statement E. So that becomes our very first opening statement. Then the second statement is B. Okay, उसके advantages के बारे में बताया है statement B में. Then the third statement is D. Okay, fourth statement you're not asked. Fifth है C, and the last is A. Okay, so now let's check for the solution. So the sequence here goes like, your correct sequence will be E, B, D. Fourth is not given to you, so E, B, D. Okay, उसके बाद आएगा F. Okay, the fourth statement is F. Fifth is C. So E, B, D, F, C and A. E, B, D, F, C, A. This is your correct sequence. Let's try to read the passage in the same sequence. So E is about biofuels. उसके बाद है B. This fuel can also help to stimulate jobs locally. That means इसके बारे में एक advantage बता रहा है कि how it can help in improving the overall global economy. Okay. So after that you have the other thing, which is statement third is D. Okay, so E, B, D. Let's check for statement third. So D is, this turnaround can potentially help to bring world peace. That means statement B में बता रहा है कि कैसे job opportunities increase हो सकते हैं, global economy को वो एक it can give a good push to the global economy. तो यहाँ पे मुझे एक linking word मिल रहा है कि turn around, potential turnaround to a global economy. So the same thing, this turnaround. तो ये this किसको refer कर रहा है? Biofuels के advantages को refer कर रहा है कि this global economy का जो turnaround है, it can potentially help to bring world peace and end the need to depend on foreign countries for energy requirements. So what you have to do is basically create a link between the words. Okay, so E, B, D is your correct sequence till now. Then for the next statement 4. Statement 4 is going to be however. Okay, however, everything is not as green with the biofuels as it seems. अभी however आ गया, मतलब एक तरह का contradiction बता रहा है कि अभी advantages बता दिए, how it can help globally, how it can push our global economy, how it will reduce the dependence of us on other countries for the fuel. तो ये सारे एक advantages बता दिए. अभी आते हैं disadvantages पे कि everything is not green with the biofuels. So as it seems, as there are numerous disadvantages. Okay, so now what are the disadvantages? These include dependence on fossil fuels for the machinery required to produce biofuel, which ends up polluting as much as the burning of fossil fuels. Okay, so यहाँ पे disadvantages को list out किया गया है कि किस तरह से ये hamper कर सकता है. And then in statement A, we are given, while these disadvantages of biofuels are serious, they are the only alternate energy source of the future. And sooner we find solutions to these problems, the faster we will be able to solve the problems. So accordingly, जो हमारा पूरा passage है, it completely revolves around biofuels. Biofuels उसका एक advantage बताया है और एक disadvantage बताया है. But at the end, जो concluding statement है वो यही है कि we need to find some alternate energy source. We cannot depend on the energy sources which are constantly every day depleting. Okay, so this is what the overall passage is about, and these are the solutions. Okay, so friends, we are going to stop here for today. I hope this session has helped you. I hope you have solved it along with me, and I hope you have also understood how to exactly go about with solving the para jumbles. Okay, so try and practice more. I will be back with more questions on para jumbles. Okay, if you have any questions, any queries, please put it down in the comment section and I will be very happy to respond to you. Also, अगर आपको किसी और चीज के बारे में वीडियो चाहिए, if you need a video on some other specific topic, please do mention that topic in the comment section and we will definitely try and do that for you. All right, so happy learning everyone. Please subscribe to the channel, and if you have liked this video, hit that like button. Also, if there is any queries or questions related to the registration process, there is a number scrolling down below. Please get in touch with us. All right, see you everyone. Take care.